Hi, everybody. Bill Panoff here for another episode of Cruise Control. Did you know there's a state-of-the-art cruise terminal that is also built underground, coupled with amazing shopping, restaurants, and so much more? Well, we are honored to have here today Figen Ayan, the Chief Port Officer of Galataport Istanbul. How are you, Figen?
I'm doing fantastic, Bill. What about you?
It's great. It's great to see you. You know, we were in Turkey in the last month or two. We had a chance to visit Galataport, and it was, well, mind-blowing to say the least. You know, Istanbul is a very popular destination. Where exactly is Galataport located in Istanbul?
Well, actually, organically, Galataport Istanbul is located right across the historical peninsula. And you literally feel like touching the Topkapı Palace, the Blue Mosque or St. Sophia, which are really the signature and leading architecture of our city. So it's a 1.2 kilometer waterfront.
Wow.
So it's really, the place is really nice. It's really in the heart of the city and close to the main attractions.
You know, when I was there, I was super impressed in how you embraced technology with this port. It was just off the charts. I've never seen anything like it. And I've been to ports all over the world. Galataport has seen such wonderful movement last year. What are some of the best innovations visitors can expect when they're there?
Well, first of all, it's really valuable to hear it from you because I know that you are really traveling all around the globe and you are in the industry for so many years. First of all, it's a socially sustainable port. And like you said, we have brought modernity and the historical legacy. We are surrounded together thanks to a unique hatch system. So let me just clear out on a macro size. We're talking about a 1.2 kilometer waterfront, which is in a crucial part of our city. And we wanted to open it to everyone, not only to the cruise passengers, but to the local community or the tourists visiting Istanbul. Sure. So to do so, we have built up the whole terminal building under the ground. It's a 29,000 square meter building. It's gorgeous. And beside that, we have created a hatch system, which is a panel, basically a 6 meter wide and 3 meter high panel. And there are 176 of them, which are opening up according to the size of the ships coming to our port. So it has different functions. We are not an EU country, so we have to recreate the temporary customs zone. And so these hatches or panels recreate the temporary customs zone. They are in the same time the ISPS zone. They create the ISPS zone and just create a safe and secure environment for the cruise ships. And thirdly, when the ship leaves, they close down and they create the trottoir or the promenade of our property. So they are multifunctional. It's creating an amazing flexibility to our whole port facility. And it's just in that sense a socially sustainable port because actually you have all of a sudden the local community and also the cruise industry brought together.
And I was there to witness that. Actually, I think it was the Costa Venezia that was in port with us. So to see the movement of the cruise guests and even the crew, they just love Galataport. There's so much to do, and it's right there and only a moment walk from the ship. You recently stated that the terminal has become like the face of tourism in the city. How do you believe this expansion has changed the port?
Well, actually, Galataport Istanbul or Istanbul is in a crucial location in the sense that it's serving not only the tourism of our country, but the cruise industry of the Black Sea. It's an opening to the Black Sea. It's an opening to the Western Mediterranean, to the Eastern Mediterranean, and to the Aegean. So these major regions are just fed by Galataport Istanbul. So we have an amazing booking activity going on. And we have one of the largest portfolio of the cruise industry. And the good thing also, Bill, is that, for instance, in our call center, we have started having more. Well, the number 2 request is, I want to go on a cruise. How can I get there? Because they're so close to the cruise ships, they can literally, have a look when they're coming, when they're leaving. So organically, we have created a place where the locals can really see the cruise industry. So it's just beneficial.
Sure. How can guests totally immerse themselves in the culture of Istanbul through Galataport? I know when I was there are museums, and it's just, there's a lot of history right there built around the port or built into the port. And and I was so impressed with the number of people. I was there on a Thursday and on a Friday. It was just phenomenal. The energy and the music and the activity is just, it's the go-to place.
Well, thank you so much. We have created a kind of destination within a destination. Istanbul is already a very attractive destination. And I like saying that Galataport Istanbul is just the essence of whatever our guests are looking to discover from Istanbul. So like contemporary museums, you have 2 of them in our property. Open spaces where you can stroll around and just enjoy very nice crowds, thanks to 2 squares, the Doge Square, which is the name of our main investor, and the Clock Tower Square. But most importantly, like you mentioned at the beginning, the good thing is that about 40% of the 200 units that we have are dedicated to food and beverage. So when you're coming here, you can just that exquisite lokum, Turkish delight. You can have the greatest baklava of the country.
Yes.
And also you can test the best kebab of actually the country just few meters away from your ship. So it's a gastronomic festival for the palate, for the eyes, for the senses. Great actually perfume places as well. So we have created a place where you can really, like you say, immerse yourself in the destination, few steps away, still by seeing your ship. And it's unique in that sense as well.
Sure. And I also love the local Turkish shops and offerings, that some of which are unique to Galataport. It's very unusual to see some of these names that you don't see anywhere else.
Exactly, because what we're trying to do here is just to promote and put in the front row some Turkish designers who have become popular. And for the big brands, anchor companies, what we're asking them is just to have a different flavor and a different approach in their store design, in their store items, so that it's unique, that this uniqueness is reflected in the retail business as well. So it's a very particular way of doing shopping as well.
Sure. Galataport is the world's first underground cruise ship terminal, and I had the pleasure of having a guided tour by you. What can you share about this unique asset?
Well, it sounded crazy. I'm here since 2014, Bill. And at the beginning, when I heard about building up a terminal building, which is literally like building an airport under the ground, I said, my God, it's going to be the huge challenge. There were challenges, but it was really worth the sweat and all the efforts and the ingenuity of all the architects and designers. And the interior designer is a Turkish company called Otoban. They are famous because they are doing a lot of airports and hotels all around the globe. But what they wanted to do here is just to avoid having the feeling that you are under the ground. And I think that they succeeded it, right? When you saw it. So you don't feel being under the ground. And they have done an echoing of the 14 underground cisterns of the city, which are Roman, Byzantine, and Ottoman. So, and for that, they have succeeded, and we have succeeded in having an award, the Red Dot Design Award, which is a prestigious German award in June. And I would like to say that we are also a finalist for Sea Trade Cruise Award as the Port of the Year. So I'm very proud of this underground terminal building.
Well done, well done. You know, various offerings such as the first Peninsula Hotel in Istanbul, Turkey, will be just sitting on your property and open, I think, early next year. Entertainment brands, cafes, restaurants, all, on the grounds of the port. What do you think, or do you believe, is the most exciting part of the experience at Galataport for the guests?
God, it's so difficult to reply to this question, Bill, but I can say that, as much as we're definitely more than a cruise port facility.
Sure.
We're more than a port. That's definitely the thing. And I think that we are playing with the cruise lines executive to create new experiences. So, so via walking tours, which are more art oriented, or walking tours, which are more gastronomic oriented. And by including all the edifices and the lovely neighborhood with, lively streets around the port, we have created some tour experiences. You might know I'm also a professional lecturer tour guide in Turkish and in French and English. So we're working with the cruise lines executive so that we can create some walking tour experiences so that they are sustainable, they are just supporting the local community, etc. And talking about, experience, the crew is crucial for us, Bill.
Sure.
And in that sense, we are giving them special incentives too, with special discounts, free Wi-Fi. If we are still talking and we have seen a peak in our activities, it's definitely thanks to them. And I would like to send them all a very special regards and salutation out of respect.
Yeah. No, the crew, having all those facilities for the crew right there in moments away and offering additional incentives. Happy crew, happy guests.
Exactly. Yeah. You know it, Bill. Yeah. You came from scratch. I came from scratch as well. Yeah. It's really important that they feel home when they're coming. They are the first one that the passengers are in touch with. I agree.
It's one of my favorites. I was there in the last 2 years. I must have been there twice, and I'll be heading over there again in the next 6 weeks. So I have a great love for Turkey and the people and the city and Galataport and everything that you folks do there. So congratulations and continued success. I'm Bill Panoff. I'm here with Figan from Galataport, and you are watching Cruise Control.